girl, welcome to the Feminine Founder Podcast, where we are all about learning and growing professionally so that we can build a life that we are proud of and really love. My name is Caroline, and I'm a LinkedIn expert, obsessed with teaching female entrepreneurs how to start, grow, and scale their personal brand and business on LinkedIn. This podcast is all about sharing our stories and learning from each other on how to navigate our professional journey so that we can live our best lives. So if you are just starting your entrepreneurial journey, or if you are growing and scaling an epic company, you are in the right place, friend. All right, today I'm going to talk about something that comes up all the time in my conversations with female entrepreneurs. And it is that don't go seeking advice or take any feedback from someone who's not doing what you're doing. When I first started this podcast, I had so many people, friends, family, people who knew me in business, who wanted to give me all kinds of unsolicited advice about exactly how to do my podcast. And I didn't listen to any of them, number one, because I'm stubborn. Number two, because they didn't have podcasts of their own. So what I did do, though, is I made an effort to connect with other fellow podcasters to see if they would be willing to meet with me. See if they would be willing to chat about what's working, what's not working, all of those things. How do they get their guests? How do they qualify their guests? How do they come up with their interview questions? What's the appropriate length? What time should I have the podcast go live? So if you're listening to this podcast and you're like, I'm trying to do something, but no one around me knows what I'm doing or understands it, my advice to you would be is find someone who is doing what you want to be doing and see if they'd be willing to meet with you. The worst is going to happen is they're going to say no, or they're going to ghost you either way. One other thing I did too with the podcast is I applied and was accepted to be in a mastermind program. So that was something that was expensive and timely, but worth it all day, every day. I was able to get in the room with other podcasters that were just like me. One good thing that the individual who led the mastermind did is she super qualified us. So at that point, you had to have a podcast for at least a year, if not a year and a half, an established podcast. So what she did was assemble a room so that me as a podcaster of a year and a half was in a room with someone who maybe wanted to start a podcast or maybe just started a podcast because we were in different parts of our journey. And so that was really cool. And then with that came out of it podcast swaps, ideas about strategy, how to leverage the podcast, no matter what your goal is. So I just want to get on here and rant about this today because a lot of times 10 out of 10 people are going to give you opinions and advice on whatever you're doing, fill in the blank. And unless they are doing the exact same thing or on the exact same path as you, they have no clue what they're talking about. So I just wanted to get on there today and rant about this one topic because it's been coming up a lot for me recently. And I thought it would be helpful. So until next time, thanks for listening.